Wherever you go dey see this video from. Today topic now, our civil disobedience will help end our 8 years suffering. Today I get two clip wey I just wan come display make people see, because when I dey tell us say election no go help Nigeria, the only way forward to a better nation is a multi-regional referendum, giving all the indigenous nationality their sovereignty, the ability to participate in this dysfunctional country called Nigeria. The PDP, they've given their ticket to Atiku, and now Peter Obi left the PDP to Labour Party, and the APC are yet to announce, which we all know if probably anything can happen, it might fall to Ahmed Bola Tinubu. But my take is this: the South, the Southerners, do you people really think you are getting along with Nigerian politics? This question I'm asking, I want, if you are from the South, I want you to sit down and ask yourself this good question. Do you really think the South are really carried along with Nigeria politics? Because the Northerners, they came out long ago to brag that they still have another shot. And with all indication, that will tell you that they are fully prepared. If you watch the primaries of the PDP, how they all stepped down for Atiku Abubakar. So that tells you automatically that the caliphate are still willing to take power from Buhari. They're going to cause division in the South. Automatically, the South vote is already shared to two candidates, while the Northerners are going to support their people. And definitely, they claim that they have the largest state, which they do allegedly. And secondly, they have the highest local government. So with all indication, I will play you one clip. Make I show now how election till they happen for Northerners. Quick, make I drop this clip before I go play on another clip.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120, 121, 122, 123, 124, 125, 126, 127,
Tribunal see as they take they go back again, go they stay the line again. And this one the call election, my people from the south. My people from the south. We are only advising you people. Let's come out with a civil disobedience that we are not participating in this upcoming 2023 election. Nigeria is not credible enough to go through another round of election. We are not joking. This is not a joke. This is not a joke. These people own the INEC, they own the police, they own the Navy, they own every department of Nigeria. And you think Nigeria is going to hold a credible election? They've already structured out this thing already to give the presidency to us. You see the way they are doing the election over there? Just sit back and watch it to the end. Nigerians vote. People from the south and the middle belt wake up. The middle belt and the south wake up. If you think Nigeria is credible enough to go through another round of election, this is what you're going to see. The manipulation of the electoral act. They own the INEC, they own everything. We are telling you people the only way to go about all these things that are happening in Nigeria. Shebi una dey see am now. Shebi una don see that one. I go play una another clip. This clip na from somebody wey dey talk wetin people suppose dey hear, dey listen. Because I don't know how you guys want someone to advise this. In fact, the people from the south are so ignorant about Nigerian politics. It pain me say Peter Obi, when he leave PDP, you left PDP because you saw everything that is happening there. Not that you people don't know this truth, but it beats my imagination that none of you could. Do you think election will help the country? If Peter Obi win election, do you think Atiku is going to let him run a successful government? Or if Tinubu win election, do you think the Boko Haram will allow him run a successful government? People should think. Think, bring your head down and think. What is the problem of this country? Why are things not functioning the way other nations are progressing? The Constitution of Nigeria is the problem of Nigeria. Come rain, come sunshine. If the Constitution of Nigeria is fixed, the Constitution, what is written in the Constitution doesn't matter, but how the Constitution came to place is what matters. Everybody from different territory. Nigeria is a federation, for crying out loud. This by force union that the caliphate, the Fulani are taking us through, it doesn't make sense. I'm advising everyone, if you know you are from the south, let's champion the CFM, the Constitutional Force Majeure of the NINAS movement, the Nigeria Indigenous Nationality Alliance for Self-Determination. If you are from the south, you are from the middle belt, let's come on board. Let's say no, this is a civil disobedience. We're going to say no, we are not participating in this election because nothing good is going to come out from the election. If you are the one advising yourself to go and get PVC, you are an enemy to yourself. If it is somebody that is telling you to go and get PVC, that person is an enemy to you and to your progress. They own the plastic card. They own the INEC chairman. They own the police that is going to come there. They own the military that is going to protect, that is going to come there. See, listen, we are advising those that can listen to do the right thing. Do the right thing. Plan your future and the future of your children. You see the way all these ex-governors and ministers' children are now winning election. They are going for House of Rep. Their father have ruled you. Now their children are still coming to rule you. We are talking now. Nobody they listen. We they tell una nobody they listen. Una they pay deaf ear. They will rule you. Their children will rule you. Their children will rule your children. Look una they there the door. Look una the door. The clamoring. Hey, election. Who tell you say election go help the country? Who tell you? If they come, if anybody win, what thing you want swear to? Not be that caliphate constitution. That useless constitution with the useless president where they parabolate itself. What is a Confucianist? Buhari is not a Democrat. It's not. Is not. I don't know what to call that man. He has come to destroy that nation. We were telling people before they voted him in, they didn't listen in 2015. Now you guys, then it was a national item. Anywhere you go, you see young man. Now that's how you people are still clamoring now. Hey, Peter Obi, hey, Peter Obi, hey, Peter Obi. We are not saying the man is not good. I'm not trying to discredit him in one way, but one thing about these Southerner people, you guys are so easily carried away. If Peter Obi win, the forces that is on ground now, a divided nation cannot progress. The Fulan, the Boko Haram will not allow him to run a successful government. I'm not joking, but I know too well he's not going to win. I'm not wishing him bad, but I'm just telling you people from the transparent truth. He's not going to win. That's not. I'm not trying to discredit him or say he's not a good candidate. He's a good candidate, but trust me, they are not going to allow him to win. The Northerners are not going to vote him. They are not going to vote him. If you like, believe me or not, the Northerners are not going to vote him. The vote in the South has already been splitted. They're going to bring two candidates from the South. And these two candidates are going to be getting their vote from the Southerner voters. And definitely, automatically, the people from the North are not going to vote any candidate from the South. They've worked at this mathematics before they think. The Fulanis are into Nigeria politics, and they are using the constitution and this election to enslave you people, and we're giving you people just a tip of knowledge so that you could be wise. No, nobody won't listen. I'll play this video, and by the end of this video, I'm leaving here. If you're just coming across my YouTube channel or any of my social media platforms, kindly share, kindly like, leave your comments. This is very important. A civil disobedience to the upcoming 2023 election is going to save every citizen of Nigeria 8 years of suffering. A child that was born in 2015, by 2023 it will be 8 years. 8 good years with no plan, no future, no education, nothing. That child now, if you add another 8 years, join and when this government owner they try to bring a join, and the child will be 16 years with no good foundation. We dey advise Nigerians now. It's hard time you people listen to Wole Soyinka has come out. A lot of people they've come out, they've told Nigerians that the constitution of the country is the basis problem of this country, and yet nobody pay attention to understand. What are the youth doing? What the Nigerian youth, are you people carried away, or is it selfishness? What you guys want to eat at the moment that is driving you guys to do stupid things. You cannot listen. The youth from the South are so carried away. They not know ourselves. If I come and come talk, I know each other. The youth from the South, not know ourselves. The youth from the South, they fail. All of them from the South, the youth, clamoring for election. When you guys know the problem of the country, you are clamoring, think election is going to. I'm watching all those people that have blog that's coming out to say, oh, we clamor for this person is going to win. It's nonsense, they on ahead. Now, like I pick offense. I go come here, come shame on our suffering, just the way as I take the shame on now for Buhari, because I said it from the beginning that Buhari is never a competent, he's not a competent president. He's an incompetent and a useless president. I knew it from the beginning, because I read through his history, how he overthrew the first Democrat elected president of the country. Yet, the such person should have been in jail, but yet, the constitution grant him immunity to come back. A caliphate constructed a constitution. We will be advising, nobody will take. We will be here, we will be watching as if people will be suffering, because who fail to plan who fail to plan we plan to suffer what he fails to arrange. That's just the truth. I'll leave you guys with this video, and please subscribe to this YouTube channel. My name is Donadoba Edo. I'll see you in my next video, and try to follow me on TikTok, as I will be talking about the dysfunctional Nigeria, why Nigeria is a dysfunctional country. Because from the beginning, we has been they've labeled us as a conquered territory, and now we're telling you guys on what to do so that we can come out of this bondage. Please visit www.ninasvoice.org, and there are a lot of information there. Let's champion this movement. Let's bring down this caliphate constitution, and let's plan for a better life. I'll leave you guys with this video. I see you guys again when I come online. Have a blessed day, and bye for now.
Party of the consequences of failing to uphold zoning as a cardinal principle for peace and unity of Nigeria. That statement was signed by Chief Dr. E.K. Clark as leader, Chief Ayo Adebanjo, leader of Afenifere, Professor George Obiozo, President General Ohaneze Ndi Igbo Worldwide, and Dr. Pogu Bitrus, National President of the Middle Belt Forum. And indeed, even before the convention of the PDP yesterday, these statesmen and leaders repeated the same concern. We will now go on to have a chat with Chief Ayo Adebanjo, leader of the Afenifere, about this recent development and the way forward for Nigeria. Good afternoon, Chief Ayo Adebanjo, and thank you for joining us on This Day Live, the Sunday talk show. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you very much.
Well, Chief Adebanjo, let me ask, how do you feel seeing that the People's Democratic Party just simply ignored the statement by your good self and the other leaders that I mentioned with regard to the need to ensure that the presidency is zoned to the south? And your position is the same position with that of the southern governors in the 17 states in the south. But yesterday, we saw that, well, zoning was discarded, and there were other factors on the table. What do you say to this?
The program of APC, particularly under Buhari and Fulani in general, is to keep perpetually to be in power. And I referred you earlier to the statement of Ango Abdullahi in 2014, when he said it is their turn, and when they have it for keep. And everything they have been doing ever since is to that effect. But each time I point out to it, they say, no, you are being rigid. How does it come that the two parties that have agreed on zoning suddenly now says they throw it open? When El-Rufai said, well, what has been the north to come back to the south? What is the south to go back to the north? And they now maneuver the new chairman, and Adamu, a protege of Abacha, who want to keep this country on. Until Buhari got him to be the chairman, he was changing the election there. It's not planned out. It is somebody, you know, doing his dictates until he got there on that consensus. We are going about that in the APC. Even the APC now, out of sheer camouflage, I will not be surprised if they will take a southerner, they know they will maneuver. Even if they take a southerner, even if they take Tinubu, whom they are promising falsely, they will not vote for him. And that is why, Babati, I told you in this program before, don't do this election until you change this constitution. This constitution is imposed on us. It has so many booby traps. And I pointed it out. Take, for instance, the question of local government and say they are using against us now to control the voting power. Who did it? It is the fraudulent constitution that created more local government in the north than in the south, created more local states in the north than in the south. It is not in the constitution that we came together in 1960. I have pointed that out several times. But he pretended that he doesn't hear. And you pressmen that he didn't go into that. Why is he reluctant if he's prepared to keep this country together? And the component parts say, well, if you want to keep us together, let us agree on the constitution that we all agree to. Why should that be a problem if he's sincere about keeping this country together? If he's not stubbornly keeping to the fact that, well, I will be together unless, if I am the rider of the horse. I have said that several times. So there's nothing they have done that is said to me. I only hope, I only pray that General Obasanjo, the Israel is incorrigible about Nigeria, and Jagaban, who said no, is the one who is the next president, they will now see the light. These people are deceiving us. We all want to be in all Nigeria. What we are saying is change this constitution. All the boo-boo trap there, and as long as Buhari is there, he will not change it. If he doesn't change this constitution, this country will break. And I tell you about it. If they go on this, forget Nigeria. Forget Nigeria. I'm not hearing about it at all. It is only an unpatriotic southerner who will now say he's going to vote for any northerner. For northerner to rule this country for 16 years, and a Muslim northerner in an heterogeneous society, multinational, multilingual, multicultural, and want us to keep together. We are not fools. Well, the game is clear.
No
matter what we say about what is good.
Well, I was going to say some people are, in analyzing what happened yesterday at the Moshood Abiola Stadium here in Abuja. They said, well, on display were primordial sentiments and also the sharp difference between political culture in the South and political culture in the North. Ahead of that PDP convention, we were told that some northern leaders called all the northern aspirants together and asked them to step down and support one candidate. Now, the following morning, Alhaji Muhammad Ayatudin withdrew, although talking about how the process has been monetized. And then at the convention ground, Governor of Sokoto State, Aminu Tambuwal, took time out to say, well, he was also withdrawing, and he will ask his delegates to support Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. We were told that those who did not publicly step down had given commitment that they will support whatever the northern elders wanted. And that was what played out, we're told. But the southern and middle belt leaders, the advice that they have given their own southern aspirants, it looks like there is a disconnect between the leadership in the south and the middle belt and the professional political class. Why is that the case? Because as of this morning, we're told that some southerners are already lobbying to be vice president, running mate to Alhaji Atiku Abubakar.
My dear, don't believe the fact that there's a disconnect. The governors and those who are speaking for us in the South, they are not with us. They are benefiting from this awkward constitution. They are not speaking from the masses. And we are going to demonstrate it now. If they go further, we have no other reason now than to resort to civil disobedience. I have told you that one. I'm saying it loud and clear. No southerner will sit down and allow the northern people to rule us for 16 years. It is to the intent of Israel. We want to be in Nigeria. We will be in Nigeria, then we will be dominated by a section of the country. Without any reason. No way. If those who are supporting them could go along with them, we shall see. But I tell you, if they don't consider their position and go back to equity, inclusiveness, they should forget Nigeria. And until this constitution is changed, don't believe in any election. As long as Buhari is there, he will turn it. Look at the recent of the postponement of the target date for election. Is it because he's in power under this constitution? He influenced the INEC to extend this for another day. And I predicted, if even you win an election under this constitution, which is not favorable to Buhari, and he's still the president, he will tell you the fight in the casino and Sokoto, therefore the election is inconclusive. Under this constitution, no way the northern people will dominate us. For any reasonable patriotic Nigerian who want Nigeria to be together in peace, change this constitution first before you go any election. Any election under it,
but the counter argument,
you are leading yourself to Golgotha.
The counter argument is that what has happened so far is under the framework of a democratic process. Yesterday, we saw delegates came from every state of the federation to participate in that process. Alhaji Atiku Abubakar ended up getting 371 votes. The next person, Governor Wike of Rivers, got 237. And then Senator Bukola Saraki got 70, and so on and so forth. Just following the 774 local governments, one delegate per local government. It looked like a transparent process from what we saw on television. What has that got to do with the Constitution?
But are you telling me that? Do you ask them how much it has cost them? It is not the people who are suffering, who cannot have 3 meals a day in Nigeria that are voting. It is those who can claim 5,000 in a year. I've been over 10,000, I've been over 20,000 for one vote. That will solve the problem. Don't let us deceive ourselves. Don't live in denial. And I beg you, pressmen, tell the people what is happening. There is corruption all over the place. The constitution is embedded in corruption. And until you change that constitution, you don't go anywhere. That is why we say establish a national government now that take care of our security and change the constitution before any election.
Well, you just
outside that, forget Nigeria.
Well, you just referred to the dilemma of money politics, which Alhaji Muhammad Ayatollah referred to. And many people have said, oh yes, this has been the most expensive electoral process, democratic process so far. But some other people say that, look, this has been the bane of Nigerian politics even since the First Republic, that money has always been at the heart of Nigerian politics. Is that true or false?
My dear, if you know that is the true thing and you continue, how can you be doing something the same way and want to change? That's why we say we change this constitution. That's why we say change this constitution. The constitution is the bane. The constitution that gave room for either location or anything. Let us sit down and agree on a constitution that is acceptable to us and see whether one thing we play. If you play your area, it will be a national issue. It's a way of getting it. When you have a constitution that encourages corruption, even on the party level, when the party now says, however qualified a man can be, he must be a billionaire before he can contest election on your platform, on both parties. Is that democracy? With all your knowledge about it, can you go to a constituency and say you want to contest? And your party is not ask you how much have you got in your pocket? That is not the Nigeria that I fought for. And by the time we have independence in 1960, I know what we did. When we are changing this constitution in 1954, it was free of charge. It was not all this the highest bidder gets the vote. That is why this constitution must be changed. You are only beating about the bush without any Atiku says that, Atiku says that. How can Atiku say he want to unify Nigeria when he is an instrument of disruption? As much as Wike fought for Tabua during the last election of the for him to pay back, now what did he do? He said he sold to his fellow Fulani. And Wike sold everything to ensure that Tabua defeated Atiku. But when it comes to the question of Fulani matter now, Tabua tells Atiku and tells Tabua Wike, Fulani patriotism is better than party patriotism. You open your eyes. Don't let us be. You are beating about the bush. Any patriotic Nigerian who wants this country to change now, press for a national government where we are going to change this constitution and address the question of security before any election. Any election that is constitution is a farce. It's an exercise in futility. You can never get peace if you are only serious.
So earlier on, you referred to Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu that, he could possibly emerge as the presidential candidate on the platform of the APC. But is it also possible that the APC...
I only said so.
Excuse me?
It's the man they don't want, Abati. Let me tell you, I'm only saying that. It's the man they don't want, and I have told him. Even if they want any other, not Tinubu. And if they don't take Tinubu, they are finished in the south. There are a lot of complications there. The man believes so much in the man that he believes when he leaves there, he will hand over to him. And I have told him several times, in my room here in Lekki, Bola, do you think this man is serious with you? With all your co-colleagues pitching them against you? If you don't want the seat, the same thing they are doing to the south. That's the teaching Jonathan come will give you. They won't give him. It is only a way to split the south. Because if, as I'm saying, as it is now, when they now want to cover themselves, they can even say they want to take Jonathan. So we are taking the Sundana. And they won't vote for him. I'm not sure. Tuesday they will not be, they have to go to the electric. Are you going to go with them to the voting box? The Fulani are clever people. And those of us who have been dealing with them, when some of these people, including Buhari and Atiku himself, when they are toddlers, we are telling you what they are. And they are clever. They will divide themselves. Some will be pretending to be your friend. And say, particularly, they are doing some business together. But to control of this country, that is their desire. When you want the illiterate to control an uneducated man, they are now talking about marriage. If it are to be question of marriage from initial stage, how many Northerners are qualified to be a councillor in the Western region? All because we want them to have a sense of belonging. We said, okay, we shall do federal character. Make sure that every ethnic group, every region is represented in the government. And they agree. Now they are in government. They don't want to change it. And they are doing it. They want to push us to war because they are prepared for war. But you know that. I am warning my people. The northern people are preparing to push us to war, which they are prepared for. All the Hausa Fulani who are in the south, they call themselves Fulani herdsmen. They are armed with AK-47. The moment you say pam, they are on your neck. All the security people are in their hand. Head of the army, head of the navy, head of the air force, security, custom, custom and there's immigration. All strategic positions that are in their hand. You can only fight back by our civil disobedience. Refuse to take part in this election. It's a farce until we change the constitution. You don't change the constitution, all the grammar you are talking, you are wasting your time.
Okay, let's talk about the role of the Independent National Electoral Commission in this regard. Now, just about 24 hours to the PDP convention, the INEC announced that it had granted an extension of 6 days for the primaries, for the benefit of those primaries that have not yet been conducted, not the ones that had already been conducted. And that also, INEC, in granting the 6 days extension, will provide training for 3 persons each in all the 18 political parties to teach them how to upload information on the INEC candidates information nomination portal. But some people have given this a lot of interpretations, including allegations that this extension has been granted in order to give the APC an opportunity to have more time to sort itself out and spy on the PDP. What do you think, sir?
Abati, why are you pretending that you don't know the facts? Are you surprised that is INEC not under the government? Or the change, these are the instruments under this constitution. There are a lot of booby traps. They have set up everything in their favor. I'm not surprised. If not, INEC that has told the whole world that we are not going to extend the deadline. He now suddenly said that thing. Who are you deceiving? I'm not surprised at all. Anything coming out under this executive government of Buhari, you can't get a free and fair election. They want to be sure that the PDP elect a Fulani. Then they are sure that at least one Fulani is there. All this pressure of agreement with Jagaban and all that is the South. If they do, I don't trust them that they will do. And let me make it clear. Even some of the Southerners who are like Amosu and others, whom they believe is their friend, is only using them to split them. They will not say you has not warned them. He will not choose them. If he chooses them, he will vote for them. Write it down. I might have been in my grave, but yes, because anytime now I can go. But you people will not say, I don't warn you, as I warned you in 2015. Don't vote for Buhari. It's on record. What did I say then that is not happening now? Let the Southerners open their eyes. Me talking now, I have nothing to gain if you listen. I am already in my grave. It is you people around and your children. I am afraid you will die under Fulani domination.
Another thing that we have observed in the process, in the ongoing process, the primaries, is that in parts of the country, some key political figures are trying to build dynasties. In Jigawa State, for example, 3 Lamidos. One is going to the Senate, one is going to the House of Reps, one is going to be a governor. In Delta State, the daughter of the governor, Governor Okowa, the daughter is going to is running for House of Assembly. She won the battle to get the ticket. The daughter of former governor, Emmanuel Uduaga, also was part of that race. Well, she didn't quite succeed. But the daughter of James Ibori, another former governor, is going to run for the position of a House of Reps member. In Oyo State, the children of 3 former governors, Lamadeshino, Alao Akala, and even Ajimobi, they are also running. In Ogun State, we also have children of prominent politicians also putting in their effort to get the tickets. Now, is this a new thing? People trying to build dynasties? Is it only children of prominent politicians that are good enough for tickets? Or it's just that these their privileged children, are just also exercising their constitutional rights.
Mr. Abati, I know you are old enough to have witnessed part of administration of Shifawolo under the Action Group. All this dynasty creation comes up under this after 1966 imposition of the Constitution by the Muslim North. They made provision for that because this Constitution is so elastic for corruption. It has never happened. I will tell you, those who are around in the First Republic, the son of Shifawolo wanted to contest. He was already a councillor. He wanted to contest for House of Assembly. Papa was opposed to it. So how am I going to be a president and you want to be a member of the House? It was a lot of persuasion we made to allow it that if you go to House of Assembly, it doesn't have it done to you. Not to talk of now building a dynasty. It is part of the caliphate system. Under the Fulani, it encourages that. In all the northern Emirates, have you seen any non-Fulani being a sultan or emir? That is their tradition. And we don't quarrel with it. Let them leave it to their north. That's what we say. Let us do the constitution in the federal system that we allow the freedom of association, freedom for you to develop under your culture, under your religion, under your ethnic group. Until you have that, that is what is going to happen. If this is the type of corruption that we had under Shifawolo, we won't have a free education. Or when we have free education, are you told that only the children of our Lord are given scholarship? Or allowed to go to school? All these people talking about it now, our university now has closed down for almost a year. Their children are abroad. They don't give a hint to it at all. What type of a country? Babati, if the people don't know, please help us to educate our people. They will not move an inch. All along that we have been talking about the problem of this country, when has Buhari come into the air to dissuade them, to dissuade us that no, this is the allegation you are making is not right. When we told him that he put every Londoner into the key position under his first administration, what did he tell us? He said he's giving offices to those who we trust. Those who voted on them for him, he no longer trusts them. What about that? On the second coming of the government, is that any change? He did it with impunity. And all the things they are doing, they know they are doing it with impunity. Until we settle down for a new constitution, or let everybody go back to his father's land. So that I tell Israel, those who are saying that they want secession. But you remember, I told you on this program that I don't support secession, but I don't oppose it. I don't support it because I have invested so much in Nigeria. And I told you how I spent a whole year in Maiduguri in 1979 campaigning for the UPN. But I will be in Nigeria where my tribe will be under hegemony of the Fulani, which is what is happening. When has Buhari come onto the air to say, no, Shiwadeba, you get it wrong. It will be like that. He won't talk. Other than that, he allowed the Fulani to have an influx into this country. And he allowed the police not to do anything. And when you ask him, he keeps quiet. But let us tell our people now, the problem in this country now is Buhari. Don't be afraid to say that. The Boko Haram that is troubling us is behind them. The security people, Laomi, told us about a year or two ago. He didn't react. He himself told us that he knows about the Attorney General, told us that 200 people behind Kongo and Fulani, has he released them. And then Rufai told us that the Kaduna Abuja trade ought not to have happened because the security people was having discussion with these Boko Haram people. They have not reacted. Rufai is the governor in their palm. Why are you trying to you are giving denial? Well, there is enough evidence before us to show that this man has an agenda of his own. Let us be unanimous to tell him, for God's sake, we want to be in Nigeria, but let us be in Nigeria where we all agree to stay together. Not under an imposed constitution that is loaded against the non-Fulanis.
Well, on that note, Chief, I would like to thank you very much. Although some people will say, well, the problem of Nigeria is not the Fulani, that there are persons who have contributed across geography and ethnicity and religion to the problem of Nigeria. But that would be
Mr. Abad, don't let us be repeating that. What about the facts I've given to the contrary? It's not the question that I've said it. They should refuse the question, the fact that I've stated. Don't let us continue to deceive our people. They may say it by word of mouth, and I said no. I said Buhari is behind the Boko Haram people because he will not attack them. He knows where they are. And that will be who the security officer of the told us that he knows where they are and that they are buying wrong instruments. The man who is the commander-in-chief has not reacted to all this. And you are all intelligent people. Why are you deceiving yourself?
Well,
there's some people that say those who are eating on that day. Of course, that's your job. You will do that to say that you are not opposed to government.